The majority of people make money just so they can buy things that make them broke. I want you, minority mindset thinkers, to make money so you can buy things that make you rich. What's up, everybody? I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. There are some things that you can buy, or a lot of things, that make you broker. What's up, guys? Check out my new shoes. And then there are some things you can buy that will make you richer. What's up, guys? Check out my new shoe company. The majority of people make money and then they pay the highest taxes, and then with whatever's left, they use all their money to buy things that make them broke. When you live like this, you have all your money going out and nothing coming back in, you are making everybody else around you rich, but you are keeping yourself poor. But if you make just a few changes and you have the right financial education, you can make a drastic change. That's why for the minority of people who think different than the majority of people, now you make money and then you'll pay less money in taxes legally, and then with whatever's left, before you go out and buy these things that make you broke, I call these things consumer expenses, you are going to go out, got the wrong marker, and you are going to go out and you are going to buy investments, I'm going to put INV, which are things that pay you with more money, and then with whatever's left, which is now more money because you have more money coming in, you can go out and buy these consumer expenses which make you broke, but now you can afford to do it because you have more money coming in. I don't know about you, but I would rather live like this, because this owning investments and having this cash flow and having this passive income comes with wealth, and it comes with having freedom, while living like this comes with being broke. And that's why today I'm gonna go over 5 things that you need to own. This way you can use your money to make yourself rich instead of having all of your money bleed out to everyone else. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the thumbs up button below, right below the screen, and subscribe to the Minority Mindset YouTube channel. That way you don't miss a new financial education videos every single week. First, own where you shop. The majority of people use their iPhones to shop on Amazon to buy their Lululemon leggings. When you do that, you are making Apple rich, you are making Amazon rich, and you're making Lululemon rich, but you are keeping your bank account empty. Unless you use some of your money to own a piece of these companies first. Now, instead of just shopping on Amazon, you could be one of the owners of Amazon, or one of the owners of Apple, or be one of the owners of the Lululemon company. Jaspreet, newsflash, I don't have $1 trillion to buy Amazon. That's the beauty of it. You can start investing in and owning these companies for as little as $100. That's what stock market investing is. You get to own and have a piece of these big companies. And if you've never invested in the stock market before, I want you to use my rule of 5 for stock market investing. For every $5 you spend making a company rich, spend $1 making yourself rich first. So if you want to buy a $1,000 iPhone, great. But before you do that and you want to be an investor, you need to take $200 and go out and buy shares of the Apple company. This way you are making yourself rich before you go and make Apple rich. If you want to invest more aggressively, great. But this is your new baseline for investors. When you're doing this, I want you to balance your investments with 2 commodities. As much as people hope and pray that the stock market will never come down and the economy will never slow down, nothing can go up forever. When there's blood on Wall Street, people turn to commodities like gold. When you own commodities like gold, you are protecting yourself from stock market crashes and economy crashes and, world-ending type of situations. You can buy the physical commodity itself, like physical gold, silver, or oil, which is the hardest to do, or you can invest in funds or ETFs that track the value of these commodities, or you can invest in companies that mine these commodities. 3, real estate. You know how they say diamonds are a girl's best friend? Well, real estate is this investor's best friend. When you invest in real estate, you own a physical, tangible asset. When you buy one share of McDonald's, you don't. You can't tell them how to flip their burgers, you don't get to control the business, and you don't get to really manage how the business runs. For some people, that's great news because they want to be completely hands-off. For me, I want to have control over my investments. When you invest in real estate, now you're going to buy a property like a house, but instead of you living in and using the house, you are going to be an investor and you're going to let somebody else live in this house in exchange for monthly rent. Now, whether you're at work or sitting on a beach in Hawaii, your tenants still have to live in and use your property. So that means they still have to pay you rent, which means you're getting paid without having to physically go to work. So you're getting passive income and you're getting tax breaks because real estate has some of the biggest tax breaks that our tax code has to offer. And you have control over your investment. The downfall with real estate is, unlike stocks and commodities, you need a lot of money to really get that exposure to real estate. Or at least you did. But thanks to our sponsor Fundrise, you can get exposure to real estate investments with as little as just $500. With Fundrise, you get to invest in funds that track some of the most prime-time real estate across the United States, and you don't have to do any of the work. You don't have to deal with tenants, fix toilets, collect rent, or pay bills, so you're getting the best of both worlds. All you have to do is fund your account and then you get your share of appreciation, which is growth in property value, and you get your share of passive income from rent, and these dividends are deposited into your bank account every 3 months. Are you guaranteed to make money when you invest? No, of course not. Investing has risks. You might even lose money. But that's where you have to do your own due diligence. Now, quick disclaimer. I do have to let you know that I do have some of my own funds invested with Fundrise at the time of me recording this video, and I know that past performance doesn't predict future performance, but I can show you how it has worked out for me. So in 2018, my Fundrise investment got me a 7.3% return, and in 2019, my investment grew by just over 9%. Now, some of this 9.3% return is dividends and the other is appreciation, but these are the returns that I have gotten so far. If you want to see all of Fundrise's historical returns and see how you can start investing with Fundrise, I'll put the links to where you can do that and learn more in the description below. Minority Mindset is a partner with Fundrise, so if you use them, we will get compensated, but there's no additional cost to you. So if you want to learn more and see how you can start investing with Fundrise and see what their historical returns have been, I got the links for you in the description below. Fourth, you need to buy asset protection. Listen, when people know that you have money, they're going to try to take their hands, put it in your pocket, and take some of your money for themselves. But you can almost button up your pockets as a shield to protect people from trying to take your money. Sorry for showing you my butt like that. First, buy insurance. If you start a business, I don't care what your business is, you need liability insurance. Somebody threatened to sue Minority Mindset, our company, because they used the words minority mindset back in a blog post sometime in 2004 or 2005, and nobody ever read this blog post, and by this time I'd also gotten a trademark on our name, but they were still threatening to sue us. It was a little annoying, but it would have been a big pain in the you-know-what if I didn't have insurance to protect me. In this world and in this economy, you can sue anyone for anything, which is why you need insurance to protect you. If you own real estate, you have to have property insurance. Somebody sued my real estate company because they said that the bathtub got too slippery when the water was on. This is a true story, and I think I really should make a video on this. If you have a life, and your family relies on your income, you need to have life insurance to make sure your family is okay. I know, no one likes talking about insurance, but these are little costs you can pay today that can protect you from a huge headache and a huge problem down the line. And while you have these asset protection things in place, you also need 5, estate protection. Everyone needs a will. What you talking about, Will? Wills and trusts tell the world and the government how you want your money, your property, and your assets distributed after you die. I know, no one wants to think about death. But look, I'm an attorney, and if you're watching this video, you have that minority mindset, which means you are gonna be wealthy. The last thing you want to do is die and then have the government come in and decide how your assets and your money are going to be distributed. You will save your family a lifetime of arguments, and you will be able to sleep easier knowing that the people you care about will be taken care of long after you're gone. The key to have the right money flow, let me pull this back right here. To have the right cash flow, to have the right mindset is to one, have the right financial education, and then use your money to buy things that will make you wealthier instead of just using all your money to buy things that make everybody else around you rich. And if you want to learn more, that's why we wrote a free ebook on money management and investing that you can read for free when you sign up for our financial education emails. You can do that by clicking the link up here or by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, share it with one friend, that way we can help spread the word. And if you want to learn more about real estate investing itself, where you go out and buy real estate and generate passive income from it, I already made a video on this, and you can watch it by clicking this button right here. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.